Hey friends, TUXX here. I had a request to do a video, a versus for cameras. I usually do this for MP3 players or DAPs, but I wanted to go ahead and talk a little about cameras today for Sony in particular. We have a lot of Sony products around our house. In fact, we have about a half a dozen Sony video cameras or more in the household, and we use different models and that type of thing, and sometimes one is better than another for a particular purpose, okay? The video I'm recording on right now, I'm actually using this ZV-1, okay, camera, and that's why you don't see it here, but here's a picture of it right here. You can see I'm recording this video on it, and this one here is another one we use a lot, which is a DSC HX99, okay? And both these cameras are really good, but there's one problem we had. We got this one actually to be a replacement for our previous ones, which we used a lot, which was the HX550Vs, okay, the cyber shots. And the problem we had with this camera that we didn't even think about when we bought it, we thought, oh great, it's nice and small, it's compact, this would be great for taking to concerts. This would be a great camera to like put in your pocket while at a concert and be able to pull out and actually be able to zoom a great distance, because both these two cameras have an actual, not just a digital zoom, which of course creates problems, it actually has a analog zoom, an actual, you know, larger zoom. It goes out, see that? It goes out a long way. You can actually get really up in the stage in a singer's face with this camera from a distance, which is great, you know, and God forbid, you know, if you are up close, like we try and be front row for almost every concert we go to, like you can get the most amazing shots with these cameras, these Sony cameras, and that's because of the analog zoom. It makes a big difference compared to a cell phone or something, you know, which could do a great job. But, you know, digital zooms can only go so far because they create noise and have other problems, you know. And also the quality of the audio oftentimes is better in these than it would be on a cell phone. So that's something to consider as well. But anyway, so the problem we had with this camera, we got this DSC HX99 as a replacement for the cyber shots. And when we got it, the thing we discovered is that it didn't have actually a spot for a light, okay, or a microphone. And that was a problem. See, I was real flat up here. I'm going to grab my HX50V as an example. You see this, much like, you know, Sony Alpha cameras have a spot up here for a light or a microphone that you can slide into, a little metal spot, okay? So it didn't have that, and that was a real problem for us. So we kind of retired this camera early. You know, we still use it for concerts and different things because it is very good for going in the pocket easy. But we had to get another camera because we wanted something that you could plug a microphone, as seen in the photo here, you know, or like a light or something into. And that was a big difference. Both these cameras do a fantastic job as far as, you know, being able to, you know, zoom in, get great quality shots. They have all the great Sony lighting effects and different things you could do. They work great with Sony Vegas, you know. But the fact that this didn't have the ability to hold a light meant you had to use a rig of some kind, or, you know, put it into something that would have an attachment for a light and a microphone. And it just added an extra step of difficulty to making a video, made it a little more cumbersome, you know, and kind of a pain in the butt, you know. So we actually bought a whole nother camera just because we really wanted that little slot, you know, for a light or a microphone. So anyway, guys, that's my advice. If you want something small for a concert and you don't need a light, this is a fantastic camera that you can kind of get in the cheap now. You know, they're, I want to say about $500 or so. I'll put a price down below or a link for you for Amazon for that. This one here is a newer by about a year or two, and it is does have a microphone, you know, slot, which is really important, or a slot for a light, which is really good. And that's the big difference. They both honestly shoot very great quality video. They do a great job. This one we have had some problems. There is a restriction for recording video on cameras. You know, in the USA, if it's a camera, it can supposedly only shoot 30 minutes worth of video at a time. Otherwise, they consider it a camcorder, and that is somehow different in the eyes of the government and everything else as far as taxes or some rigmarole, importing or whatever. So in the US, a lot of the Sony cameras can only shoot video for 30 minutes too. That's something to consider, you know, so you might have to break a video into 2 parts or something, or if you're at a concert, like, you know, stop it during an audience pause or whatever, and then, you know, hit record again and kind of play it like that. But anyway, guys, I'm getting tongue-tied. Just wanted to show you the 2 cameras, both great choices. But if you think that there's any chance you'll need to plug in a light or a microphone, the ZV-1 is the way to go. Okay, clear winner. All right, guys. All right, thanks for watching. You get full tech specs for all these cameras in the links below, and that's my take. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Click the link.